Hi guys, Captain Morph here. We're gonna continue with the Island of Dogs movie review. Hope you enjoy. Alright, come on. Stupid photo. Damn it, stupid photo. There. Yeah, the Island of Dogs, anyway. Anyway, where I last left off was basically I touched my damn computer right at the spot here and turned off the review with my button. Okay, I will not do it right now. But it's basically like this. Let us say that this paper is his tasty sauce. Basically, he got a Japanese special food from the government, and the evil, what should we call him? The evil domo.
Mayordomo.
Mayordomo.
Mayordomo?
Mayordomo. Oh my God. The evil second council guy to the president. He basically delivered the guy that would make the food.
His name is Mayordomo.
Mayordomo, yes, the guy. Anyway.
Okay.
Anyway, he basically delivered a special food, a special traditional Japanese delivery food, I think. Exclusive food. With a poisonous fish. Or a deadly poison. And the guy is like, I'm just gonna test it like this, I'm just gonna dip it. And he ate everything else, and then he waited to eat that. And he just like dipping it like this. He like dipping it and like...
Poisoned wasabi.
Poisoned wasabi. Yeah, but basically, he was basically poisoned by poison wasabi. Thank you for that one, co-pilot. Anyway, I was like, you're a smart man, you're not stupid. You would know that they kicked you out of the lab, took you out with force, destroyed your evidence, and you're like, I'm just gonna taste this little wasabi thingy, and then like, I'm dead. Not good. Dude, not good. If you did it on purpose to set a point, or to be a martyr, you know, a martyr, die for a cause, then I could understand. But I think it could be both. Because in that scene it was kind of calm and like he knew that something was off. But he did it anyway. Maybe he knew that he accepted his fate. That someone else would take his work.
He tasted.
He was like, and then he like, then he died, and we see his eyes. His eyes are like, his eyes are blown up, like, oh. Yeah, he was not pretty.
So
Not for a stop animation character, he was cool, but he was not pretty in stop animation. He was like, my eyes are basically, just think small eye pupils with big eyes like this. Something like that is not easy to explain. When you see the movie, you will know. Anyway, I think he did it, you know, it's a bit like, how should I say? It's a bit like he knew that someone else would take his job. He knew that someone else will continue. Like, I think he understood that he would die. Because obviously his cure was so controversial. It was good, but it was so controversial in this time, in this setting of this type of Big Brother / Dog of Islands. If I'm not wrong.
yeah.
It's a bit like, you know, the Lord of the Flies or something. A combination between Big Brother and Lord of the Flies. Something like that.
So
2 seconds needed to drink.
After that,
he died, and the wife was like, yeah, the whole lab is fucking destroyed, and she is fucking sad. That was not good. But the fan club of the scientists were like, yeah, we're not gonna give up. Not even a chance. The thing is, they even had the computer nerd. He was funny. The funny thing is...
hacker guy.
The hacker guy, yes. The hacker guy was funny because he was actually the catalyst to just help them win the battle at the end of the movie, though. Spoiler warning! The computer nerd was actually the help to win the battle of the final battle. He was like, yay! Screw it, bastards! Don't mess with computer nerds. Don't mess with computers. I'm serious, don't mess with them. And also the exchange student was actually talking about, what was it about a theory? About the dogs and the society, that actually the Kobayashi family has done the bad things about the dog because of a what was it, of a legend or of the story that I told you about. Oh my god, I cannot remember for the god of my life. Anyway, hope you enjoy. The thing is, it's about a samurai story about a boy. In this text, there's a new version. In this one, in the original one, it was basically like the family of the leader that took in the boy that is an orphan. Mm-hmm. Or more rather, someone eliminated his parents, wink wink. Anyway, no matter. The samurai guy from the past and the boy that the fight against, they were basically like this. People like cats or people like dogs. You can like both actually. But his ancestors liked more cats and they hated the samurai boy. They never forgive him technically.
Mm-hmm. What's about the...
It's about the legend.
What's about the journey?
The journey was fun.
Yeah.
The journey was funny. Oh, also some of the dogs were actually saying, yeah, we should split up in this direction. He's like, oh shit, why is this card going this way? Oh shit. He's like, yeah, we'll meet you at the rendezvous point. We will meet you at the point, my friends. And they're like, yay, we will do. And then we see them in the contraption and they're like, yay, luckily that doesn't work. Luckily it doesn't work, it's fine. Because we would be dead soon. And... oh, could you say what they said? They basically said, oh shit. Yeah, it's a big machine thing that could have killed them. That's a construction. Yeah, that's an incinerator machine. And the dogs are like, oh fuck.
But it works.
It works shit. It works bad. Hope you enjoy it, but it works bad.
A few
seconds. If it worked better, they would have been dead sooner. But our main protagonist bonds more with the dog that is Master Chief, and we discover that he is not a black, beautiful, black, blue-eyed dog. He is the same species as his dog, which was Spot. Did I say it right or did I say it wrong?
Spot.
So Spot and this dog has a relationship with each other. They were born from the same mother.
Mm-hmm.
We could say. Spoiler warning by that. Spoiler warning, I said it wrong again. Anyway, they were born by the same mother. Spoiler warning. And the boy and the dog bond with each other and he's like, oh, I don't really want to be with this kid. Seriously. But he's like, no, it's cute. He's like, okay, I will not let you cry, damn it. But he cleans the dog and he's like, he is like a super James Bond or a super MacGyver guy. He basically flops out a kit with cleaning disorder and even a proper shampoo. Or something. And he cleans the dog so well, he's like, oh my god, I have not felt so well and cleaned for decades. And then when he comes out, he plays with a stick with him and, acts like a normal dog would. Before he was, a street dog. Or he was born as a street dog in the beginning. Mm-hmm. And we discover his sad story as well. His sad story that he had a lot of a nice family, but unfortunately one day he bited his master. Wait, how did he bite him so much? Can you explain that part? I will drink in the meantime. Oh wait, I will do it. Anyway, I will do it again. Now I remember. He bited his master, which was a little kid. He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do it intentionally. He had an instinct. It's basically like, don't touch me, I will bite. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, he's not a bad person. He was more like, in that moment, the kid was like, in his eyes, it was like, he's a threat. It's basically an instinct impulse, we could say. Mm-hmm. It was a misunderstanding and an accident, more or less. But the boy's arm, or the boy's hand was like this. Not good. He bled over the kitchen, as the dog said. Mm-hmm. Actually, the dog said that. But the dog actually loved some form of ravioli meatballs from his grandmother. So that must have been not so long ago, because it's not a Japanese traditional food, I think. No, it's not. But the dog loved the food and he escaped and jumped on a truck and lived outside in the city many years. And then came to the trash island after a couple of years. 2 seconds. Whoops. Then he came to the trash island for a couple of years. And he basically told it to his friends. And they're like, ooh, interesting, you were not a street dog. What was it? What is this? Did I say it correctly? Street dog?
Yeah.
He was not a street dog. He was owned at one point. And all the dogs were like, ooh, interesting. Tell me now. They were like, oh my god, this guy that has hidden so much shit behind us. Basically, the guy is like Batman. We could say the main dog, Sheath, and the other dogs were really good. And they were like, we vote. If we survive this, we will... What would they want to do? They would basically strangle... No, not strangle. They will beat the crap out of the Master Chief dog. Because they were like, dude, are you not understanding half the time when you were cleaned and fed by the boy? And by the way, he got some crackers that he was like, oh, this is my favorite food now. I really enjoyed this movie. Great job to the actors. Stellar performance. No questions asked. 10 out of 10. This movie gets a 10 out of 10 for me. But it gets me... for the story, I will give it actually a 9. Because unfortunately, I couldn't understand some scenes that were Japanese spoken. Though to be fair, I understand. I understand it's good to keep with originality. Which is the Japanese language in this case. It's good. But I really wanted to know, put some subtitles or something. But I understood what the situation was. Basically, the scientists were doing the cure, and the cure was successful. So I'm kinda... It's funny. I'm kinda going against my argument here. But sometimes it happens. What do you think? Sometimes it happens, actually. Anyway, so I enjoyed the fighting. I enjoyed the fighting where the dog were like, yeah, my turn. And his... I forgot to mention. The boy's dog was actually like a super spy with exploding teeth. Exploding machine robot teeth. Made by... Actually, I enjoyed the villains. The villains were actually industrialists. One of the villains was a woman that invented a new robot dog. She was a genius or some shit. She even invented exploding teeth for dogs. I'm serious. The teeth that the dog Spot had, they exploded. And he's like, do you want me to really dare to fucking shoot more exploding teeth out of you? And he's like, I would really bite your face off. You know that scene where they were underwater? Not underwater, when they were escaping? Being the bridge?
In the cloacas.
In the clocks. Hope you enjoy anyway. In the sewers.
Yeah.
He was like saying, I'm having puppies right now because before that, the movie shifts. The movie is episodic. I enjoyed it. But the movie is episodic and it shifted. And our main protagonist Spot, or there are many, our side protagonist Spot,
Yeah.
he got some puppies. I don't know how he got them. Spoiler warning, I don't know how he got them. Hey! This guy hates the puppies.
Those puppies.
Oh, you hate those puppies. I enjoyed them. They were funny. They were cute little fuzzballs.
Cute, yeah.
They were cute little fuzzballs. And they even talked. That was awkward, but it was enjoyable. And he actually met a love interest. Spots, I mean. And he was actually saved by the cannibalistic dogs. And it's interesting. It's like they had their own culture in this island. They had their own culture of Indianistic dogs that survived after chaos. I don't understand this. I think Japan is a magnet for natural disasters for some reason.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Which is not good. Not good at all. But the lab that the dogs were unfortunately experimented on, but they got saved by the gods. I don't know how, but they got saved. And the dogs even say this. And basically we get like a type of... It's a combination between the Big Brother and what was it again? The other thing that I said in the other part of the review. There was something else from The Lord of the Flies. And a Japanese type of epic tale story. Animated by Mr. Fox. Anyway... Though they basically talked about the indigenous dogs that escaped from the lab, and our other main protagonist, Spot, he got a love interest, and the love interest was like, yeah, he was like, what can I do for you? He was a very honest butler type of dog. I'm serious, he was like super honest. And he could actually understand the boy. I could technically understand the boy's feelings. My throat. I could technically understand the boy's feelings, but I could understand him in some level, but not much. Because of the language barrier a bit. But I understood it from a feeling perspective. Actually, the crying was pretty good. Do you know, I almost cried in this movie. Almost.
You
Almost cried.
podrías terminar en una tercera parte.
Oh, anyway, what I wanted to explain was that the dog, Master Chief, if you go back to him, the dog, Master Chief, and his friends, his friends were like, you piece of bastard! We were in the machine, we had taken chemicals and shit, and you are like, oh, you're clean and enjoying yourself, huh? You bastard! And they're like, how do you look, guys? And they're like, oh my god, you... They were like, yeah, if we get you... Oh, they were in the bridge. When they were in the bridge and they fell off of the contraption, they were like saying, if we... Yeah, they did it like the thing I did in the beginning. What was it? The betting. Vote. The voting. How many vote for yes? And they're like, voting for yes, we beat the crap out of Master Chief guy. Yeah. Everyone, yay! And they fell down. And our main protagonist, boy as well. I think I've seen too many God of War videos. Anyway, our main pilot boy, he said basically the robot dogs got basically destroyed by the other dog that basically has a spots by his exploding teeth cannons. Boom, 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 boom. And every dog was like... They were robot dogs, of course. No harm to real dogs, thank you. That was good. Anyway, it was a good action fight. Everyone was like fighting... They were like trying to capture the kid with a freaking net and a chair. And it was funny. It was pretty self-aware. The movie was self-aware at times. Also, I forgot to mention Master Chief. Yeah, I know the time, I know. Master Chief actually got a girlfriend. Yay! But the funny thing is, she said in the end of the movie, we get a nice resolution. And the real bad guy actually is Mayor Domo. He's the asshole. He's really an asshole. He's like Dracula, an old ancient Dracula or something. But a pretty good... Everyone did a good part in their acting. Pretty good. Excellent. Anyway, the leader, he basically reflected on the... What was it? The stage play? The boy's favorite stage play about the brave boy in Japan back in the past. Against the people that like the cats. Though I like cats and dogs, either alike, so it's fine. But the thing is, he basically did the... they watched the full stage play of beheading of the leader and blah blah blah. Or about the ancient leader back in the past. But he reflected on... He was like going between evil and between justice and between like... He said... Actually, the one that narrated all of this was a Japanese woman that was pretty good acting. But she was like narrating it in English, everything. And she was like, when everything was done, she was like, oh my god, thank you that it's done. Remember?
Yeah.
That was funny. She was like, oh my god, I've narrated everything since the beginning.
She was...
Kinda. Anyway.
Interpreter Nelson, that was the person. The person Interpreter Nelson it was. Pretty good job, everyone. I enjoyed this movie. I really did enjoy it. You know what? I will change my score from the story. I will give it 10 out of 10. No questions asked. But the leader of the Kobayashis actually did some good thing. He actually gave his... what was it? Kidney? Yeah, it was a kidney. He actually gave a kidney to his adopted son. Not so bad. Not so bad, actually. He was reflecting between being super evil or seeing the sad part of Japan. Where if they continue with this, Japan would basically kind of fall in their morality, so to speak. Because, for example, they had a reference to Hashiko, I think it was.
Hashiko to legendary dogs.
Ja, ja. In the tomb.
Yeah, they did.
Mhm.
In one of the screenshots, not screenshot, in one of the, what was it, old camera footage?
Yeah, that was the last scene.
Yeah, that was the last scene. They had a reference to Hashiko. Pretty cool. Yay! And we realized that Spot lives happy with his wife and his pups that are awkward and weird for my co-pilot. They were really awkward. They were cute. They were super cute fuzzballs for me. But for him it was like,
Yeah,
what are those things?
Kid for a zombie.
For a zombie?
No.
Are you serious? Okay, this is clearly my co-pilot talking, not me though. Don't behead me. But anyway, it was a really enjoyable movie, and the happy ending was happy for everyone actually. But some of the kids actually wanted to kill some of the bad guys.
That's Strife.
Yes, but our main protagonist was like, nah, you know what? It's not a good idea. Seriously, what the hell?
Only a few community hours.
No. I think 100 community hours and even the cats got even chains, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
But the cats were cool. The cats were cool. The cats even showed up at the last fight at the end. They were like, ah! But the cats were cool, you know? But everyone got arrested. But the interesting thing is, this movie actually talks about everyone. That everyone is involved about a serious problem.
Yeah.
That everyone in the town caused the problem, so everyone can fix it. And the interesting thing is that in the background, when they do the reports or when they do the... Yeah, I know. It's a really good movie, that's why it's so long. I am sorry that if it's so long review, I know. But anyway, I enjoyed the Japanese art style where they put in the cat in the mountain or in the paintings. And also where the big dog, it's a type of wise old dog with a small pup. Or with a small French pup dog, I think it is. They basically talk about the dogs. They were free before hundreds of years ago, yeah. And that's the legend in the beginning that I talked about as well in this movie. But anyway, I like the transition where they had dog army, they had a dog. Basically everything is like a beautiful Japanese painting behind them when they do the reports between the cat people and the dog people. But everyone lived kind of happy, except the Domo guy is like, oh, give me the food. And he's like moving, he's like, fuck off. But it's interesting that the president was like, no, you're not reaching for that button, you bastard. I have samurai dignity for once, bastard. But to be fair, it's kind of interesting how he reflects on his actions. And they really wanted to poison these dogs, unfortunately. But they clearly didn't, of course. It's a good one. And the computer kid fucked everything up, and the guy, like, I imagine that one of the guys would be like, oh my god, I'm dying of poison! Oh my god, no! Ah! How did he not die? How did he not die? He had clearly the poison coming in his helmet. He must be very resistant against poison.
And the robo dogs.
The robo dogs, yeah. But it's interesting how they show it. It's basically like a
WF.
episodic story movie.
Robo puppies.
What?
Robo puppies.
Are you serious? Wait, no. Are you serious? They had robot puppies.
Nej, de blev. Se convirtieron.
What? Oh, yeah. It's a bit of an irony here. The dogs that were the real dogs in the island, they became legendary or a myth to the dogs they dog tell. There are still dogs in that trash island left. But those are the robot dogs. That's kind of cute. The enemies, actually some enemies survived and some enemies became good instead. And they became like, yeah, we survive on a robot island place now. So now it's the island of the robot dogs. Kind of a twist. Instead of flesh, it's machine there. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Have fun time and enjoy. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. Ad Wiedersehen. I think it was a really good message of movie. I think that was really good movie anyway. A really good message. We'll see you next time. Ad Wiedersehen.